friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, and these are the little bits that make up my life. Today we're going to talk about Christmas traditions. I just thought this was so important to document it this year because our family has been changing and growing so much in the last 4 years that I want to document what I can remember our Christmas traditions to be from like my childhood and now as we get older, and like what they're going to change to be and what what they have become in the last couple of years. Take one. I want to lose 110 pounds. Dating your spouse. Today I'm in my cozy sweater. People love them. We do Christmas on Christmas Eve. Now, if that meant doing it actually on December 24th or doing it another evening, that's when we did Christmas. We don't do Christmas morning, probably because, I think that's how my mom grew up. I think my mom grew up doing Christmas in the evening time, not in the morning. I've never done Christmas morning. I can't remember doing Christmas morning ever. Maybe like Santa presents, but I seriously, in my memory, I don't remember opening presents on Christmas morning ever. So we always did it in this order. First we would do like lasagna dinner, and that meant that we had lasagna and Caesar salad and some kind of yummy dessert, and that was our dinner as a family of the 5 of us. So me and my 2 older brothers, and then of course my parents, and we would sit and eat dinner and enjoy each other's company, and then we would go and open presents after dinner, and then usually before dessert, so that way we weren't like gorging ourselves. I have realized since watching YouTube and really getting into understanding how other people live their lives, I've come to know that not every family does presents the way my family does. So I thought I would share with you how we do that. So we do presents in rounds. So like we open every present that we usually start with my gifts because I'm the youngest, and we work our way to like my parents. And so, but it doesn't always go like that. Like sometimes we'll just, whoever wants to go first gets to go first. And you pass out your presents to everybody in the family. And then they take their turn. So we start from the oldest in my family, who is my mom, by like a month. So my mom starts and she opens her present, and we get to watch her. We get to watch, what she gets. And it's really fun. And it takes a long time, but like, I think it's fun to like savor that moment. So she'll go first, and then my dad, and then my brother, and then, we just go down the line. And so everybody gets their own turn. It's not like a mad dash to like keep opening presents. I don't know if it's that way like because our family is kind of small. There's only 3 of us. There's only 3 siblings. But that's just how we've always done Christmas. I've come to learn that like sometimes they do like all of the kids go at once, or all of, whatever. If everybody's getting the same thing, they all go at once. And that's fine, but we just open our presents one at a time. So we do that. And then after that, we would always go to church. So I was raised Catholic, and so we have midnight mass on Christmas Eve, and we would always go to midnight mass or evening church on Christmas Eve. We never did morning church on Christmas because it's crazy pants. Some years we did Christmas at home, and we didn't go to church, but then we would go to my grandparents' house and we would do Christmas with them, and we did it in the evening there too, but we always would go to mass. Some years we went to both sets of grandparents, some years we went to just one set, some years we do Christmas differently, but most of the time that's what we would do. The last couple of years, our lives are changing, our families are growing, the kiddos are getting older, and so our traditions have changed because we have more families to work into the mix. Like my brother and his wife, they have her family, and their traditions that we want to uphold and respect. So it's just kind of like a balancing act. And so on top of that, that means that my mom's family's Christmas and my dad's, like, we do it all kind of different now. And so my mom's Christmas, we usually do in like February. I'm not really sure why we pick February. It's probably because everything kind of calms down and then we're able to get together again. So we do that, and it just, sometimes it gets kind of busy, and we just try to spend the holidays as best as we can. You know, Christmas isn't about, you know, doing it on Christmas Day, doing it on Christmas Eve. It's about spending time together, celebrating family, celebrating the birth of Christ, and just really being honorable in that. And I love Christmas. I love the Christmas season. I love Advent. Every part of it is so fun, and I'm so blessed to have a family to spend it with. My parents have always taught me that it's important to give to others, especially during this time of the year. Since being an adult, I have worked and I do work in a nonprofit, and we see an insurge of gifts and donations and volunteers and all kinds of good stuff. And I do want to remind you that all of that is needed every time of the year. Excuse me. Here in Minnesota, we have a lot of people who vacation in the summertime, and so the summertime is when we're at our lowest. And so if money is tight right now and you can't give, please consider doing it 6 months from now in June, or doing, you know, like Christmas in July. Do it then, because I know that all of those organizations would really appreciate your love and support that time of year, because that's when we struggle the most to keep our shelves stocked, and everybody happy and healthy. And so just keep that in mind if you have been raised to give your time and your talent and energy and any gifts that you have. Think about that. If this is a stressful time of year for you to do that for yourself, think about giving in the middle of the year instead of at the end. If you liked this video, if it gave you new ideas for what to do with your family, you're more than welcome to give it a big thumbs up. If you have other traditions that you want to share with me and the rest of our community here, please leave those down below in the comments. I love learning about what other people are doing and how they live their lives. So I think others would enjoy that too. So be sure to comment, and if you are new, welcome, and we're so happy to have you here. And be sure to subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on any of the fun that we have here. Thanks, guys.